time to embrace a youthful mindset and envision your future. Take the lead is in your walls.
Take the lead is in your walls.
This platform serves as a space for engagement designed to equip young people to become effective leaders. They are actively contributing, creatively engaged, and determined in various fields. And now, this is Take the Lead.
Hello, West Africa, and the world at large. It's another engaging moment here on West Africa Democracy Radio. Welcome to Take the Lead, your youth-focused platform for discussions about current issues surrounding young people. My name is Augustine Cully, and today we are in the social space, focusing on the significance of young people searching for professional opportunities through social networks. And these include social networks like LinkedIn, which is the world's largest professional network, including WhatsApp with over 3.3 billion monthly users. We also have Facebook, Instagram, and other platforms. Join us on 94.9 FM right now. We are also streaming worldwide on WADR.org, and you can also watch us on YouTube and Facebook at WADR English Service. Share your opinions and let's find solutions to the challenges of finding jobs online. Today, we have another group of young professionals sharing the platform as our guests. They are Mohammed Jain, and Mohammed Jain is a project assistant in a foreign development agency right here in Senegal. It's good to have him with us. How are you doing, Mohammed?
I'm fine.
How is it going with you so far?
Sorry?
How is life with you?
I'm enjoying life. Thanks God.
That's good to hear. You are enjoying life. Welcome to the platform.
Thank you.
Okay, we also have Aristide Nyom Babazi, and he is the founder of Solace Digital Group. He is a Rwandan, but based here in Senegal. How are you doing, Aristide? Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Augustine. I'm fine, I'm good. Yeah.
How is Senegal treating you so far?
Yeah, you see I'm fine, bro. I'm good, yeah.
Eating some chip?
Yeah, some chip, some... they have good food. Good food, yeah.
That's good to hear. We also have Mercy Yob Chuwang, and Mercy is a sports journalist and analyst. She's in Plateau State, Nigeria. How are you doing, Mercy? Welcome. I think you have to put your microphone on if it's on mute. Okay, we hope to get.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you are live now. How are you doing? Welcome.
Yes, a very good evening to you from this part of Africa, and I'm doing quite well, thank you.
How is Plateau State?
Well, it's a little bit tense for the couple of days, but we are back to our peaceful nature, and we're enjoying the weather.
That's good to hear. Well, not forgetting you, the listening audience, and our amazing viewers. Most of you are young people. Tell us, how do you think finding jobs, or professional ones too, online is important, and how can we, make use of the opportunities that these online platforms offer us? And we will start with our guests right here in studio, if they are also using social media networks to look for professional opportunities. Beginning with you, Mohammed, are you using social media platforms to look for job? If you did, how did it happen?
Yeah, since now around 10 years, I used to search professional opportunities in social networks, and particularly in LinkedIn. We are going to talk about it in a few minutes, I think. But how it happened, I was at that moment I was on internship in a private company here in Dakar, and our manager suggested that everybody now should go to LinkedIn. It's because it's interesting. We are going to exchange a lot about our topics, and also we will have. People can have lots of opportunities in that platform. So that's how it began. So actually, the job where I'm working now, I found the job through LinkedIn.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Then we have a testimonial right here with us. We'll come back to you to explain more about that. Let's hear from Aristide. Are you using social media networks to find opportunities?
Yeah, okay. Actually, for us, social medias, we use it every day, especially LinkedIn. So the reason is because when you see on the LinkedIn, it's somehow the most professional social media you can find. So when you see the big number of users, you can find all opportunities possible. You can find the job opportunities for students. They can find the internship opportunities, freelance jobs, everything. So when you see that the opportunities on those social media, we saw that you cannot be left behind. So that is why everyone have to go there and explore that opportunities we find on social media.
But you in particular, have you benefited from the use of social media networks to get job? Maybe internship or even a part-time one?
So the first freelance job even me I did, I went on social medias because of how I set my profile. And someone contacted me and told me, hi, we are doing some startup. And they saw that you are a graphic designer. For that time, I was a graphic designer. And he told me, can you design this for me? And for that time, I was not even caring about money. I said, what? I found one first online client. I said, okay, no problem. I made it for him. And we took like 2 months finding how he can pay me, but I was done the job. So just how the first experience I got, I was that time in high school. So the first experience I got from LinkedIn showed me that this social media is even different from other social medias.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which platform did you use at the time from which you were spotted through your profile? Which platform? Was it LinkedIn? Was it
Yeah, it was
Facebook?
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Let's hear from you, Mercy. What's about you?
Yeah. I wasn't intentionally searching for job initially. I think that what I use my social media platforms to do more is about being visible enough for people that require my services to actually find me much easier. So I don't really go to search, but I make myself more visible. And I think that for the first time that it actually worked for me, I was very active then on X. I'm not really as active as I was before, but I was active on X, and then somebody reached out to me and they had a sports event and they wanted publicity. And that was the first time that I knew that, okay, I could get paid for just retweeting and then, posting about events. It was that simple. And that was the easiest money that I've made so far. So I think that is one of the things. But for other things, there are so many things I'm into. I also do social development. I have a foundation. So to me, it's more about being visible, and people trust my brand better because they see me on social media. So I think that is how I've been able to use it for my own professional skill.
You said something trust, and it's very key. We will talk about that as we go along. But let's hear from Mohammed. You benefited through LinkedIn. Tell us, how did you organize your personal profile? Because it's also a key attribute in terms of attracting investors or potential employers. How did you, manage your personal profile?
Yeah, at that moment, I was working in a previous company, in another company. A development agency. I wanted to leave for many reasons, and I started to search. I applied for many job vacancies, but I didn't, with no success. And one day I discussed with a HR manager, a private one, and he gave me a lot of advices. Among which reshaping my LinkedIn page, my LinkedIn profile. So what I did, I changed my photo, my picture, and thanks to one of my friends who is currently listening, I think Murtada, and he also advised me to give more, relevant information related to my competences, my skills, and also my topics, and to put it on the LinkedIn page. So I did it, and I think few weeks after, I got a headhunter from a private HR cabinet who called me and told me that, I saw your profile, it's interesting, do you want to have an interview with us? We are searching for an international agency, so we are interested by your profile, so we want to discuss with you. So that's how it happened, and the next we know it.
That's how it happened. But this is key, and it brings me into the next question about how have social media network platforms changed the way young professionals search for jobs or other opportunities. How do you think that has shaped the way young people now look for jobs, especially for you as a young person, Aristide?
So for that question, I can try to organize it in two ways, like for traditional way and this digital way. So according to the way in the traditional, they used to go like a company, they give some flyers, they post in some newspapers. But when you see how in this day, because the reason of hiring and the posting job is to find a big number of possible candidates, and you select someone who are very special or who are very talented for that position. So, and also when you see social media, it has that ability of reaching too many people at the same time. So it gives, first of all, the advantage for that companies, but also for young professionals, because you may read some 10 newspapers and you find no single job or even one job. And imagine how many numbers of candidates who was also reading that newspaper. So, but when you go on the LinkedIn, you can do some remote jobs, you can find some many hiring managers. So it's a big number, even if there is a big competition, but also it's an open market.
Open market.
Yeah. So you can find so many opportunities. Yeah.
Well, for you, Mercy, Aristide says it opens wide range of market. What do you think of the way it is shaping young professionals' way of searching for opportunities?
Yes, of course. It has widened the horizon for them. It's much easier. It has eliminated middlemen. I remember before you apply for a job, you need to go to certain platforms, certain websites that really get in touch with all these employees. But now you can actually see and you can interact with these companies directly, or these organizations directly. Even when it comes to the entertainment industry, we know that before you have to have a record label before you get heard, but there are many artists that have been able to put out a message and had their hits even without having a record label. So it has changed the nature of how skills are being harnessed or skills are being found. But it also has its own disadvantages, because I know of many people, we've heard of many stories where companies have refused to hire some people because of certain things they found on certain profiles. Before, you could actually work in a company for like 10 years and nobody will know anything about your personal life. And whatever you do outside the office will remain private. But now, because of the social media, coming of social media and the use of social media, you can actually see that it's very, very, you have to be very careful what you put out there, because sometimes that could actually make you unemployable, or that could actually make you maybe nobody will sort out your skills or your services. So it works both ways. It has its own advantages, but the advantages, of course, outweigh the disadvantages in this instance.
Wow, the advantages outweighs the disadvantages. Now, let me single out LinkedIn, because LinkedIn has over 1 billion members globally as of 2025-2026 ranking, and it is the world's largest professional network. When you think of this, for you, Mohammed, what makes platforms like LinkedIn more effective when it comes to career growth as compared to other platforms that also maybe offer jobs opportunities?
Yeah, I think LinkedIn is a very relevant platform for people that are aiming to have job opportunities or professional opportunities. So because LinkedIn is dedicated for professional activities. We have all the recruiters that are they have their pages on LinkedIn. They post every day. They are not only posting for recruitment, for job vacancies, but they are doing it also for their projects, for their activities, and there are lots of interaction in this platform. And what makes talents, like for example, like other professional, they can get interested in this company and come be part of the chat and show their skills, show their knowledge in that in the topic they are talking about. So that, I think that is why LinkedIn particularly is the most powerful platform for job opportunities. Yeah.
Do you have something in mind to add, or maybe something different about what Mohammed said, Aristide?
So I can add for the LinkedIn, maybe when you have someone's LinkedIn, maybe you can find everything which is professional. Like he can add some link for their portfolios. They can post their daily activities or their professional days. So having all of that information in the same platform, it gives that platform a big opportunity to only focus on professional ways. Because when you see, there is also other job opportunities on Facebook, on TikTok, someone can post. But when someone click on LinkedIn, in your mind, you have to think about finding a job or professional activities. You cannot go for entertainment on LinkedIn. It's all about professionals. So even that, I can call it like a well-being of LinkedIn or the face of LinkedIn in that way. It gives opportunity to look professional and also to be the major one for those users who need professional jobs or offers.
Coming from you people, recognizing LinkedIn as a platform built mainly for professionals or in terms of professional growth, but then how can young people effectively use LinkedIn or creatively to showcase their skills and also attract opportunities? And for that, let's hear from you, Mercy. How do you think young people can navigate this developmental and professional attribute that LinkedIn has?
Well, it's just simple. I feel that LinkedIn is very straight to the point than any other social platform, according to their algorithm. Because when you are on LinkedIn, you only connect with people that are in your field. So it makes it much easier. You don't even have to go through the process of actually searching for who is in your own sector. You actually get connected with them automatically on LinkedIn. So it's just straight to the point. And I feel that also when for young people, they will have to learn how to actually be more professional because LinkedIn, like the last speaker said, is not really for entertainment. You have to put on a very, very formal face when you are on LinkedIn. So it also has to do with the way you communicate. Your skills of communication is very different. And I will have to make a personal confession. I have a LinkedIn page, but I hardly use it because I find out that when you go on LinkedIn, you feel that everybody's successful. There's nobody that is actually going through a lot because everybody looks like they have a job and they're doing quite well because of the kind of languages that is used on LinkedIn. You feel everybody have their head on their shoulder. But, so for young people, I feel that they can actually get to the people they are interested in, whether it is them recruiting or them looking for a job, right? Because it's very direct, but also they will have to actually learn the skill of professional communication when it comes to LinkedIn, because it's very different from other platforms.
Great, great. Now, having said that, let's talk about WhatsApp, which is another tool promoting professional opportunities on networking as well as business growth. And this is important because over 3.3 billion monthly active users are on WhatsApp, and it is the most popular in terms of networking. But then roughly 2.3 billion people using the app every day. This signals something very important. How significant do you think WhatsApp is, aside from LinkedIn?
Yeah, I think WhatsApp is. I mean, the WhatsApp is a very interesting tool for job opportunities because it's different from LinkedIn. It can give you. I mean, you can because I actually created the WhatsApp group that is where I post every day or every week some information from job vacancies, and I share it with the people. So it's interesting because we give short information, and because when people have lots of WhatsApp groups, lots of communication, they can be very bored sometimes to take their time to read all the messages. So it's with WhatsApp we can give short information, and after people, when they are interested, they can go further and pass. So that's why I think it's a very interesting tool. It's a very interesting tool.
But in comparison with LinkedIn, for WhatsApp, where most people will say, I go there because I see links. Click on these links, and then it takes you to maybe an opportunity or an advert page. As compared to LinkedIn, it's effective as compared to LinkedIn.
Yeah, at that moment, I think it's the responsibility of the people who is sharing the information, because they need to be at that moment very responsible, and verify every information they give, before sharing it. So when you want to share a link, when you want to share a link, you have to verify it first. If it brings you to a bad page, or if it gives you a wrong information, you need to avoid that. So
that's great. What's about you, Aristide? Considering WhatsApp significance in terms of job seeking.
So actually, WhatsApp is somehow different to LinkedIn. So the difference is about daily users.
Daily users.
Yeah, because when you see on your WhatsApp, every day I have to pick my phone and check my messages on WhatsApp. So for someone who is posting a job on WhatsApp, maybe he will get some few number of people who will see that publish, but those people are people who are exactly the one to see that post. For example, there is some WhatsApp communities, WhatsApp groups. So someone cannot join a WhatsApp community of hunting job if he is not hunting job exactly. But someone can be on LinkedIn and go to hired but stay needing some job. So that is difference, because someone uses WhatsApp every day, so he will only click on that job offers when he needs that job. So I guess that is the only difference. Maybe on LinkedIn you can find there enough information about job opportunities, but on WhatsApp you will find someone which is filtered, some information which is clean and exactly pointing to job opportunities.
There's also this concern that for WhatsApp, once you are not a member of maybe a group, you are denied of some of these opportunities that are shared within the group, as compared to maybe LinkedIn, where you click. Once you're on LinkedIn, these opportunities, they come like a notification coming to you. But let's hear from you, Mercy. What do you think of the importance of WhatsApp too?
There are different ways that people have used WhatsApp. Now, the interesting thing about WhatsApp is, like you said, it's restricted to a particular group of people. But interestingly, people have used it as a tool for training platforms in the past. Influencers, chefs, you can name them. People that feel that they have skills and they are ready to actually groom other people find it easier to use WhatsApp to do that. So you see people actually signing in for groups and paying. You have to pay to get before you become a member of the group. So people are actually using money, making money from WhatsApp. And then the introduction of the channels that WhatsApp have introduced recently. I've never used it before, but I understand that it's mostly for people that have a very large followership. They use those channels. I don't know if they actually make money from them, but I'm sure they do. If not, it wouldn't be relevant. But the channel makes it much bigger. You can actually have a bigger audience, just like Telegram is similar to Telegram. So people can just come in. If they need any information about a particular brand, they can just subscribe to that channel and then get the information. So things are actually evolving. I think that WhatsApp have been there for a very long time, and they are beginning to change to also see that they match up to other social media networks when it comes to also skill, professional opportunities. So I think that is just it.
Okay. Now, before we take a break, do employers in your industry actively recruit potential employees through social network platforms like LinkedIn, WhatsApp that we talk about, Mohammed?
Yeah, I think in LinkedIn, in my opinion, recruiters are more active in that platform. They are more recruiting. They are advertising their job announcements, job vacancies. So yeah, LinkedIn is in LinkedIn people are recruiting, but in WhatsApp I see less announcement about job positions, except groups like the one that I created, where people are sharing some short information. But in fact, it's not like LinkedIn. LinkedIn is more. We have more variety of information, and we have more quantity also.
Okay.
Information.
All right. From your experience out of state, maybe in Rwanda or even here in Senegal, what have you observed in terms of employers? Are they making use of LinkedIn, WhatsApp to recruit professionals? And because we are young people, I would say young professionals.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for recruiting what I saw with my experience. Yeah, actually, for me, I do focus on recruiting because the main purpose for me for LinkedIn is to find those profile of that professionals. Is to find those people who are starting business, those people who are recruiting, and see the problem they have and I solve it. But when I see for other companies, I see how they recruit. Mainly it's focused on LinkedIn because that is where you can put information and they have easy apply, where you click, share your CV, answer some few questions, and the application is done. But for WhatsApp, if you know someone and you want to share him some certain offer, you have to send it directly. And that person will know that this offer came from Mr. Augustine. I have to trust it. So for me, offers that come from WhatsApp, it's more reliable than offers from LinkedIn. But to explore more, you have to go on the LinkedIn and fly as you can.
Great. Well, interesting conversation so far with our guests on this edition of Take the Lead in the year 2026. Well, before we transition to our next focus of the discussion, let's listen to some young people in Togo explaining how they are exploring social media networks in search of professional opportunities.
Yes, I use social media, especially LinkedIn and WhatsApp, and also the group for job and internship opportunities. For example, on LinkedIn, you need a good profile picture, a professional photo. Also, when you participate in an activity related to the job you are looking for, you should post about it on your page. It attracts interaction.
There are many opportunities abounding on social media. It's true that some are fake, but some are genuine. Where I work, I found my opportunity on social media, particularly Facebook. So yes, I continue to scroll and look for opportunities on social media.
To be honest, I use social media to search for job and internship opportunities. However, on social media, you need to manage your profile picture properly to avoid problems in the long run. I don't just post anything. I try to be professional to attract opportunities. Through social media, I search for opportunities and internships that offer part-time jobs. So I am careful about what I post online, how I dress, and how I manage my image. I present myself as a serious, hardworking girl. And then I follow companies that are interested in my skills. You also need to follow influencers to take advantage of the opportunities they often advertise.
It was before that I used to look for opportunities on Facebook and all that, but then it wasn't really working out, so I stopped. Yes, I use social media to find an internship, a job, or professional opportunities to attract recruiters or opportunities. I know what to post, what to wear, or what kind of post to make or outing to do.
Well, thanks to some young people there in Togo explaining the use of social networks in finding professional opportunities.
Hey people, my name is Mello, Afrobeat singer from Guinea, and I love listening to the program Take the Lead on West Africa Democracy Radio.
Hello, my name is Fatou Bintou Souké. I'm the CEO of African Start Shop, and I love listening to your program Take the Lead on West Africa Democracy Radio.
Yes, welcome back to Take the Lead, your optimum youthful platform that sets the agenda for current discussions about young people within the West African sub-region and beyond. We are streaming live on YouTube at WADR, on Facebook, WADR English Service, worldwide on WADR.org. I see so far from our Facebook page, Mamadou Njai says, the show is priceless and useful. All right. Thanks, Mamadou. We want you. What do you think about young people using LinkedIn, WhatsApp, including Facebook, to get job? Many of them are young professionals. They are struggling to get job for what they've learned. What do you think in terms of using these platforms? And we will certainly read out your comment on the show. Let's continue. This time, let's consider mistakes that young people should avoid while making use of these social media networks. And we would certainly begin with the female this time as we close up with you guys. Let's hear from you, Mercy. What mistakes should young professionals avoid when using social networks for career growth or finding opportunities?
Well, I think I mentioned one earlier, and that is when it comes to being very careful on what they put out there. When it comes to their own personal life, you have to be very, very sensitive to the kind of audience that are out there. It's funny that now there are some such tools that can take you way back to 10 years, where you started using social media. And there are things that maybe you did in your naive days that might even count against you. So that's just to tell you how you have to be very careful on what you put out there. Some people have actually criticized some organizations, maybe as consumers, and have tried to get jobs at that organization, and they find out and they refuse to give them the job. So sometimes you have to be careful what you put out there. And of course, like I said, communication skill is very, very important also. Your profile picture, your name on Facebook. Let me even use myself as an example. Initially on Facebook, I have a very large followership of football fans, sport fans, but mostly football fans. And I'm used to banter. Banter is my thing. It has gotten me friends. Even people that are very, very important in life have become my friends just because of banter. But I used to be named Messi Hernandez Chuan on Facebook. The Hernandez was because I'm a Man U fan, and I'm a big fan of Chicharito. He used to be a Manchester United player. And everybody knew me with that name. But unfortunately, when I became a public figure, I got an appointment to a public office. I needed to change my name to my official name. And that's just the little things that we need to do. Those are the kind of mistakes that you can make. So you need to decide, what do you want to be known for on social media? And then adjust your platform to that. And when we're talking about skills, let's not forget also that music is also skill, sport is also skill. So it's not everybody that ought to be serious when it comes to their professional platform. Footballers also need to put out something that will attract scouts, right? And then musicians will also have to put out something that will attract promoters. So you see, it works in different ways depending on your sector.
Okay.
But you also have to just decide, what do you want to be known for on your social network?
You have to decide what you want to be known for. What about you, Mohammed?
Okay, I want to emphasize just what my sister said, that it's important for everyone to know to know his objective, his goals, and to be defined about on what he want to be known for. If you want to be a journalist, from 19 you need to prepare yourself and organize yourself so that on your social media profile people will see a journalist or a future journalist. So I think for example Chicharito, Messi, maybe it's okay for someone who will be a sport journalist. But imagine someone called it's a very worst example, but Hitler, Adolf. So, and you want to be someone talking about human rights? It's opposite, and it's not. It's a nonsense.
Yeah.
So everyone need to know what he wants to do, and to go on that way, and yeah.
All right. Before we close up this, let's hear from you. What are the possible mistakes, Aristide?
So for me, I can add that I can say the biggest weakness of internet, it can be exposing more personal privacy news. Like if I take an example, I go in Google Chrome, I search like Aristide Nyambabas. You will find like on LinkedIn, on Instagram, everywhere you will see me. So exposing all of that personal information at once, you have to make sure what you share, if it is what you want everyone to see. Because if you post everything that happened in your life and you put it on LinkedIn or on Instagram, it will expose you. You never know. So for me, I can say like there is a big mistake many people does for exposing everything. Like you are a dancer for TikTok, and also you are a politician on LinkedIn, and also you are it's something that doesn't make sense. So if I type your name in Google and I find that you are a dancer on TikTok and a politician on LinkedIn, it will never give me the respect that you deserve. So you have to make sure of controlling what you post everywhere, not even on LinkedIn, for every social network.
All right. And now, with this case, how can you build the reputation online, or we call that the e-repetition, while searching for professional opportunities? How do you think we can do this? For you, Mercy.
Well, it all cycles back to the same thing. You need to just be careful what you put out there. And also, what people don't know is whenever you make a comment or you like a particular post, it can also be found when there's a deep search. So you have to be careful how you interact on other people's posts. Some people feel that that is actually different from what they post on their wall. But it will interest you to know that there are very serious companies that go as far as searching for how you interact on other people's posts. So your language, the groups you belong to also matter a lot. For example, I think for Facebook, I know that Facebook has a lot of groups. You have to be careful. If there are some groups that don't really show you as a very serious person. Maybe the group is maybe against human rights, and then you are part of the group. You're only putting harm to yourself than helping yourself. So you have to be careful also on how you do that. And I think some people have built a very different world for themselves on social media than what is it on life. But there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's what we call branding. Sometimes they say fake it till you make it. So when you want to attract a certain caliber of people, you need to present yourself in a certain way. You need to dress in a certain way. So I think that is just what I have to say for that particular question.
All right. It's also important to strengthen our skills while searching for these jobs online. And for you, Mohammed, I just want you to maybe express a little about this. How can we strengthen our soft skills to better prepare ourselves for, because not just clicking and just going on LinkedIn and you just apply. Perhaps there could be some procedures. You need to learn how people will interview you online, how to prepare maybe your profile or your application. Do we need that kind of training, and who should provide those training for the young people?
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, personally, I didn't see a lot of, many structures preparing or at school. I never attended a course on our e-reputation or how to use our Facebook page or something like that. And also, there are not many structures that are helping young people to prepare their career and to prepare their career by shaping their WhatsApp, their Facebook page or LinkedIn. Yeah, but so I think what everybody can do is that to try to be the more serious possible, and more serious possible, and also, you talk about the soft skills, and because the social networks, people, when they visit your pages, they see that your soft skills. They see your level of on different soft skills. They can see if you are a good team worker. They can see if you are a good. If you are open-minded, if you have leadership. Okay. So all of that should be shown on your page. LinkedIn or Facebook.
Great. Yeah. Well, let's go back to our online feed, especially the Facebook. Beginning with, I see Mam Kuja Jain says, been registered in LinkedIn since high school. I think that I was exposed to a lot of misinformation about job opportunities like volunteering and internships. The latter appeared to be very reachable, but there is always a but. I haven't been taught how to apply, how to approach the recruiters, how to represent myself. Things are changing positively now. Wow, this is hard to roam in from Mam Kuja Jain. And Bobby Zekoboy says, as a young professional leader and a youth developer, I see social media platforms as a great opportunities for young people in this 21st century. One big mistake young people do on social media platforms is giving fake names on their personal accounts. For example, Mary John will rather be editing her name as June Bay because she was born in June. So, what do you make of this? This is exactly what you were talking about, Ariston.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, actually, you have to know how you position yourself, because this is digital ID or digital CV. So someone will not know you. If I'm the recruiter and I need someone, I will not know that. I will not know your background. The only thing that will give me access to you is to see your social media appearance.
Okay.
So imagine if you set your name and you call it like that. So how can I know that this person, even when you see that Gen Z mindset or that mindset of it's not professional.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
So having that profile, your personal profile with names that are not your personal, it cannot give you that quality of how you want yourself to be presented.
Okay, great. Now, as we wrap up gradually, let's look at the role that online communities and groups also play by creating and sharing or spreading job opportunities for youths. What impact do they have? For you, Mercy, what impact do you think these groups or online communities have on young professionals who are searching for jobs?
Yes, of course. Like you said, it's a community. So they share like minds, they share interests. And I wanted to also address one of the person that responded on Facebook concerning how she was not well informed on how volunteering is and then what it takes to actually apply and how to apply for these jobs. That is the cry of many of those people, applicants out there. It's not just about finding the jobs, right? You have to also make yourself employable by doing the right thing, maybe knowing how to write a cover letter. So communities where people share common things are good to teach this kind of things. You find that there are even WhatsApp groups on trainings on how to actually apply for jobs. For CSOs, they have their type of languages. For radio journalism, they have their type of languages. So it depends on the sector you're actually applying. You have to find that community that can actually teach you that.
Okay.
And I think that YouTube is also more elaborate when it comes to training people on skills and then getting prepared to also be employed. So I feel communities have a big role on getting people opportunities.
Great. For you, Mohammed, looking ahead, how do you see social networks shaping the future of job creation for the next generation?
Yeah, I think social networks will have, it's large part in shaping jobs in the future because actually, we are actually facing some issues related to digitalization. I think we will go more on. There will be many job opportunities created in that sector, in that industry. We also are starting to do remote jobs. And social networks, I think, will have a big role on that. In shaping job searching. For it will also help people to make their career grow because it's the platform where we can find the informations. Okay. I think social network has its large part.
Great. And to you, finally, Aristat?
So for me, I cannot skip this question without talking about AI or artificial intelligence. Because when you see in this generation or in this time, we are having so many job creation that was not existing in the past 5 or 2 years. You see some jobs for training artificial intelligence, some jobs that are currently coming from Europe countries, in America, in many remote jobs. And even when you see that physical jobs are very few compared to that remote jobs. So in order to seize that or to take that into account, we have to get ready for this. You have to get ready for this market. So that is how I see the market is changing, and it will keep changing. Some people will shift their careers and many will become content creators. Many will become the one to help others to build their CVs on social medias. So as social medias keep growing, they will keep creating many opportunities.
Great. Well, thank you, Mercy, for joining us today. This was really thoughtful of you and very impactful. We are open and very, very hopeful we'll have you on the show another time. Thanks so kindly.
Yes, it's a big pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Great. And to you, Mohammed, thanks for coming. This will not be the first time.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for inviting me.
Great. And to you, Aristide, thank you for coming today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gaston.
Well, listeners and viewers, this is where we shut the doors on this edition of Take the Lead right here on West Africa Democracy Radio, broadcasting on 94.9 FM and online at WADR.org. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. Join us next Friday for another live episode of this program. Remember to take the lead in shaping the discourse for the betterment of young people in Africa. My name is Augustine Cully, and I'll talk to you another time.
We thank you for listening to this program in Nigeria on Darling FM 107.3 Owerri, Southeast. We thank our listeners in Liberia on Alternative Youth Radio 98.9 FM, Nufa County, Kwakete Radio 100.9 FM, Barga, DCN Radio 91.3 FM, Riversest. In Sierra Leone, we thank our listeners on African Young Voices, Freetown, Radio Bath 91.3 FM, Eastern Community Radio FM 101.9 Kenema. In Ghana, Radio Pod, Savannah Region, Reals FM 104.7 Wenchi. In the Gambia, on Numi FM 94.0 North Bank Region. Radio Veritas 102.9 FM The Gambia.
WADR. You can listen